So this is part 2, reassembly. So after we clean this beauty, last wipe, just to get the rest out. We will start with the reassembly. Let me show you how much gunk we got out of it. After this, what you want to do is take the camera, take some multi-purpose oil and dump some on the moving parts, on these joints, on maybe in the spring as it moves, here, there, and here. Too much 1/3 and 1. Not enough water. This will just drip out. Any excess will drip out. So, these are centrifugal parts. On this parts, yeah, perfect. So now these parts here move. This is a centrifugal. The faster it moves, the more this thingies here move, like this, and it's good when they are looped up. They move a lot. If you just let it drip out, there is no problem. So next thing you want to do is take this little guy, cleaning it off. You can remember it was black from all the sludge, and put it back on. Like this. It is lined up with all the holes, like this. So next thing you want to do is take the washer that came, that was it is probably sticking under here. Only this part. Put it back on so you don't lose it. Don't forget there's also a second washer on the upper part you want to reuse. Now take your thread locker, medium strength, just to keep it from corroding, and put it on. Then, so perfect. Make it nice and snug, not too snug. Perfect. So now, put the red ochre on this one. It keeps it from corroding and it keeps it snug. I don't think that they will come loose. They're not under that high of tension, but it won't hurt. That's sure. So next thing you want to do is take this little magnet right here. First clean it, give it some love. And put it on here. After putting thread locker on it, make it snug. Well, you first take the washer, you put here, so you won't lose it. Put it somewhere like here. What you want to do next is clean all the excess oil. That's a little too much, but I put on there. Yeah, perfect. Now, crap. Have some problems with my can, doesn't matter, so take a little bit of grease. Take this little guy, put it here. you can see the rub marks. Yes, I'm reusing the old hole sensor because I fixed it. What happens is in between here and here, grime builds up and it doesn't let it to work properly. So I cleaned this up. I did the test that I showed in the previous uploaded video. I will link it right here. And the joints. Yes, I did the test and it looks like it's fixed now. I will also do it when finished. But anyways, what you want to do right now is, usually you have a plug, I removed it for the test, I will put it back on when it's resolved. So what you want to do now is put some grease on here. There's a recess, and you want to put grease on it. I get enough from the screwdriver thingy. No, that's a little too much. No, it's not too much, which is good. I don't like too much. So, put a little bit on the inside here. It won't hurt something, don't worry. Now you remove your gloves so you don't mess something up with all that grease. Yes, perfect. It's nicely seated right now. Clean the axis off. Nice and clean. Perfect. So what you want to do right now is take the magnet. Take the washer. Put a little bit of grease on it. Here's your washer thingy. And then you put the slip ring on it. Yes, I put grease on it. Now you want to put this little guy on, which is pretty easy. That's the cutest screwdriver I got. Push it into the groove. Now work it in. Wait. Perfect. Now it's fully seated. Make sure that it actually is fully seated. I believe that it is. Move it a bit downward. Yes. So it's fully seated right now. And we will move to the next step. So, I've put this ring on. There's no reason to film it as it's a pain in the butt to put on. Without the special glue. Don't have it right now, to be honest. I will get one though, because it's useful. Every tool is useful. But anyways, take the screw, put it here. I think I got it. So, now take the screwdriver. Yes, did I get it or did I? Now this is embarrassing. You're not able to put it on screw anyway. Looks pretty good. That's not correct too. I need the bigger one. But anyways, now we move to the next step, which is installing this little guy. So, what you want to do right now is take a look at where the pin slot is. Here it is. Perfect. perfect. Now I have cleaned the shaft, and it just glides in like a nice stream. Now let's continue. I'm not using a hammer because I don't need any force. I just want to be sure that it's well seated, and it is. So next thing you will do is take your pin. This will take a little bit of fitting. This is the pin. Put it in the slot right here. This is what centers your distributor hole thingy. This will need a little bit of. You hit this pin in so it gets flush. Now it got flushed. Check this little guy. Make sure that it is well seated, and it actually is. Next thing you want to do is mine blow. Wait. Yes, this is put on. Yeah, perfect. Is this little guy. The next step is this little guy. So there's a notch inside here which you want to line up, and hopefully it will actually work. You can move it. Here you can see. Here you can see this pin, and this is where the advanced unit seats. Now it's all seated, perfect. So the next thing you need to do is take this little guy and put him back on, but you have to use the you have to use this little guy. As you can see, it's actually a job of 2 more screws. So take this thread locker. It's always nice. It smells nice, but anyways, don't sniff on you. Sorry, I have to concentrate on this guy. Like this, put it on. And this has to be upside, so it looks stuck and it works properly. Don't snag it yet. We have one more bolt. This is the other bolt. It sits like this, goes on like this, and then it's just a job. Thread locker. Usually you have the sensor, and when seating the whole sensor you have to seat it down and put this clip back on, remove it. But that's another thing. That's very easy to do. I don't think that you need a video on this, because you're competent. Not like me. I'm not that competent. Just kidding. We all are. So, put it back on. Come on. Hey! This starts getting embarrassing. I've put all the thread lockers on my fingers right now, so we'll do it. And now, pray to the Vanagon gods that you have no problems seating this guy. Hope that it's centered. If it's not, we have problems. Or I have problems, because I have to untie everything. Yes, of course. It works though. So, put this back on. Snag this one also. I didn't snag it up in the first place. Everything is nice and snug. Now what you want to do is, if you have removed your clips for some reason, is the following thing. This here goes to the center, the green goes to the center. The positive, you just push it into the positive. And the black is a negative, and you push it back into the negative. Then you slide it, you close this, you slide it down, and you put this little pin right here, and then it stays in place. So, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, and as always, have a nice day. Bye. The test comes right now. I have to put it like this, connect it, and spin it without touching the body because I'm aiming at ground. I touch it, I leave it, and it works. Now I don't touch it. You can see I don't touch it. I don't ground it, and now it's because I touch it. I don't touch it. It stops. So it's basically because I'm a ground to it. But anyways, it works. Bye.